What's going on, everyone? Welcome to the Cleveland Pulse YouTube channel. Today, you're joining us on a live reaction of the NBA draft. We are currently starting this at 8:15 just to get a little live reaction. Obviously, we knew pick number one was going to be Cade Cunningham to the Detroit Pistons, and now the Houston Rockets are currently with their pick in, and it seems, according to Woj, NBA insider, that the Rockets will be taking Jalen Green, which should lead to our Cleveland Cavaliers picking Evan Mobley at number 3. Obviously, that's speculation on our part right now, but we will update you guys. And as we sit here, a lot of talk earlier, Jeff, about potentially trading number 3 and Colin Sexton to the Oklahoma City Thunder for number 6 and SGA. What are your thoughts? Just early on the draft day, lots of rumors flying around, lots of things going on. So what are your thoughts?
Well, I hate to butt in, not Cavs related news, but Shams just tweeted Russell Westbrook to the Lakers official.
Did it get done?
Huge blockbuster trade. Kuzma, KCP, Montrezl Harrell, and more. But like I said, great questions. I think it's interesting. I think the Thunder makes sense. They're probably one of the most active teams in the league as far as gathering prospects and, gathering these potential draft picks. And now they're going to want to try to flip it into something for the future. I know that me and you were talking while the Cavs are actually on the clock right now. I know that you said Evan Mobley should be the surefire go. That's all you could hope for right now, right here. We had the Ricky Rubio trade that came over. I'm not really thrilled to paying him close to $18 million this year. I think it's an interesting move. I don't know if it's a terrible move or a great move yet. How do you feel about that?
I think it's a great move. Obviously, we were talking about it earlier. We don't know who our backup point guard was for a while. Obviously, Delly, long time, well, not long time, but a player that had been here a couple of years, left and came back, obviously going off to play overseas, left. So we needed someone to play backup. Jeff, not to interrupt this conversation, but Woj has just tweeted, Cleveland has imagined USC 7-footer Evan Mobley playing on a front line with Jared Allen, some 4-man, some 5. Cavaliers believe he is a franchise player. Teams trying to trade up to 3, but Cavaliers are keeping it. So, according to Woj, it seems as if Evan Mobley will be a Cleveland Cavalier. Jeff, unless something crazy happens and Woj has got his stuff wrong, Evan Mobley, a guy that you had wanted from the very beginning. Once you found out we had pick 3, obviously I was more of a Jalen Green guy myself, but obviously you got to be very happy with this pick. I know a lot of people in Cleveland are happy about this pick. We talked about it with Logan the other night about how this pick is probably the most important since Kyrie Irving. Just go a little bit into your thoughts on this.
To me, this has been the easiest draft since Kobe Altman, I think, has been in the GM spot. I think that Evan Mobley gives you so many dynamic looks on both sides of the basketball court. On the defensive end, compared to somebody like Anthony Davis. On the offensive end, a rare comp to Chris Bosh. Chris Bosh, kind of the new wave of big men, one of those guys who could do it from the outside as well, who could shoot the ball, pretty much trending away from your post move players down low. And we already have one of those guys, so it's perfect. We already have Jared Allen. It makes complete sense. There's no reason to outthink this. Don't overthink it. Don't outthink yourself. Make the easy selection here at 3.
Yeah, and obviously, moving into that kind of comp of a Chris Bosh, one thing that we have harped on this whole season is how much we want to see Kevin Love leave. However, barring that doesn't happen, it could be a blessing in disguise to have Kevin Love potentially sit back, maybe come off the bench a little bit and actually, be a veteran leader to this Evan Mobley, who's trying to develop an outside game, being able to shoot the 3-point ball, shoot jumpers in general from the perimeter, and develop into, what has become a norm with big men in this NBA currently. So obviously he does some good things on the offensive side. He's a little slender for a 7-footer. Obviously, we've seen a couple of our guys put on some weight and some muscle. Colin Sexton and Isaac Okoro have both put on some good-looking muscle and all that. So hopefully we'll be able to do that with Mobley. But in terms of his defense, a lot of praise being seen just throughout his his whole career and just throughout Twitter right now. A lot of people just going on and on about how well he can defend 5, 4, 3, and even do a really good job on those pick and roll switches. So that's something that we're definitely going to be needing, obviously, since we don't have the greatest scoring options, but being able to defend some of these teams with some of those options would be a great asset.
Yep, and I believe that it's already official, but the pick is in right now. I'm watching a little bit of delayed live stream, but Adam Silver's up there. Evan Mobley. Evan Mobley. There you go.
Mobley.
Man, is he massive.
He's tall. He's got a nice looking suit, I'll tell you what.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, that's a nice. I think in terms of who looks the best out of the first 3 picks, I gotta lean a little towards the good looking suit that Evan's wearing right now. So that's a good start for me.
I mean, 16-8, 16-8, 16-9 at USC. I mean, those are numbers that you definitely, I think, need on this roster. I know that we talk about having shooters, but with Jalen Green not being there, it only makes sense that we go Evan Mobley here. And I'm so glad that we did.
Yeah, hopefully he can turn into, a couple of players that we've seen drafted highly in those top 3 positions, a Joel Embiid, who has taken the 76ers to be, kind of his franchise team, to be their franchise player. And so obviously we're going to be hoping for the same thing here. Obviously he developed a jump shot too. And so hopefully Evan Mobley can do the same and turn into, our franchise player. Because obviously we have been needing a little bit of a assurance of who might be that leading player on our team now.
Yep, good on Kobe Altman. I think that we could for right now, we're chalking this up as a win. I think that this pick makes this season ever more exciting. And I'm actually excited for Cavs basketball this year. And there's still a whole lot of the offseason left, believe it or not.
Absolutely. And we will keep you guys updated if for some reason we have heard that the Cavs are trying to get another top 10 pick. It might be unlikely as of right now. They might try to get a pick back in this draft in the first round. If anything happens, we will update you. But for now, thank you all so much for your support. Please continue to subscribe. You guys have been doing such a great job with all that. Keep liking, keep commenting. I see a lot of comments on our recent videos, and it's been great. It's been great to have you all here, and we're going to keep this stuff rolling. So thank you guys so much, and we'll catch you in the next one. Peace.